Come with me to paradise. Welcome to my paradise. I welcome all of you, all of you, all of you. All right, everybody, welcome back to my channel, The Boy with the Pampers and the Toys. Al, recording from his own paradise. Please all make sure you like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Boy with the Pampers and the Toys. Please all make sure you like, share, subscribe to your family, your friends, and all your enemies. Also, check me out on Instagram. I am going to upload on there. I upload the other videos because I've been kind of MIA. On Instagram, the same name, The Boy with the Pampers and Toys, listed on the screen right here. So today is going to be a pretty little maybe lengthy video. I don't know. We'll see how we work it out. You know, I don't like to chop and edit up stuff. I'm just a naturalist. And we're going to be talking about some Marvel Legends figures across the Spideyverse. I'm going to talk about the whole set and nothing but the whole set. So I'm excited because there's only two figures in the set that I really wanted, but I got the whole set just because I wanted to basically, you know, talk about it. And I'm a big fan of the movie. I confused myself a little bit real quick. I kept thinking that this was going to be a new movie coming out, but actually this is just some characters from the Across the Spider-Verse movie. Cool, I get it. And they so-called did some upgrades, which I'm not too fond of, but we'll talk about it. So, as you see, there's Miles G. Morales. He was only in the movie for probably about 50 seconds. I don't know. Pretty cool figure. Yeah. And then this is the regular Miles Morales. And then we got Spider-Gwen right here. And, yeah. I say, yeah. And then we got Pavitro Prabhakar, the guy from the Spider-Man from India. I think he's from another dimension, possibly. I can't remember. It's been so many. I can't really. I can't remember everything. And then we got Spider-Punk right here, and you know, we'll talk about it. And then this is just an upgrade of Spider-Man 2099. You see, he don't have a mask. He got a human faceless head scope, maskless head scope. Last but not least, we got Peter Parker right here as well too. So enough about this. Let's go ahead and get these bad boys open. All right, folks. As you can see right here, this is the back of each package. I got all, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 characters. So we're going to talk about it. I'm just letting you see the back of it. So let's get them open real quick. All right, folks. So I got 2 figures right here. And, you know, in fairness, I did open up one before I opened up the other. This one right here is the one I opened up, and this is the one I already had opened a long time ago. I'm weird, y'all know I buy 2, 3 figures at a time. That's just my prerogative. So, he's one of my favorite 2 characters out of this set right here. He did not disappoint me. So, let's talk about his unmasking. So, you know, this is Miles, basically, I guess, in an alternate universe. He wasn't in the movie that long. I love the head scope. I love the hair mode. And, let's see. He's probably a little, maybe the paint kind of smeary on his face a little bit, but it's not that bad. It's nothing that, basically, you could always look past it. So, the head does move back and forth. Left, right. He can look up. I love that articulation. And basically, got this nice old little jacket right here. Ab crunch, a nice little ab crunch. The hands, he had 2 sets of hands, so the other one has the other hands, as you can see, like robot claws. I don't know if he's from the future, but I know he's from the alternate universe. Can't really remember. He got this little waist belt right here that's pretty cool. I almost can do this, not the splits just like, but, just to pose them pretty good. The leg does have, like a little good, push back on it, and kind of wish this leg part right here would have moved around, but I keep thinking I'm looking at WWE figures. So, as you can see, the shoes do Move up and down. There's no swivel to his shoes right here. I do like that belt right here, and belt got a little pouch and everything. And Miles is a pretty skinny dude. You know, he's a young guy, so I like this figure. I really do. So let's look at the other one with the mask head sculpt real quick. We'll set him right here. Man, are you gonna stand up for us? Stand up, man. This is heaven. And I am gonna compare and contrast him to a couple other figures that I do have, like the other set of the Spider Across the Spider-Verse figures that I do have, and maybe a few more other Marvel Legends as well, cartoon like. Okay, so the mask right here is pretty super dope. It can look up. As you can see, he has his neck showing right here, so they don't have nothing cover his neck, just the mask. He does come with this backpack right here that's pretty cool. And that's pretty much the only difference about this figure right here. And what could they have done differently? I think they did everything. Like he got his fist right here, you know, balled up, like he's ready to just. Kind of reminds me of Ultraman a little bit. This mask right here, but he wasn't in this character wasn't in the movie that long, so it was kind of disappointing for real. And he stands about 6 inches tall, and let's like put him next to a few just figures real quick. Who do I want to do? Like, I want to be fair about this. Man, I don't know. That Miles Morales don't want to stand up, do he? Like, basically, Jessica Drew, which I was so disappointed with that character in the actual first movie. They made her melanated and they made her pregnant. So I'm just like, what? WTF? What is really going on? Let me fix my camera folks a little bit. Apologize. So we can see this girl right here. Her head sculpt makes her not stand up, but I'm just gonna put her next to Miles. She's probably about 6.5 inches tall, and I was a little disappointed with that figure. I don't want to talk about her no more. Who else can I bring up? So this is a regular Marvel Legends Miles Morales right here. This figure costs a lot of money online. I paid about $50 for him at one of the Pops Comics in my hometown. So he's a little bit tall. I think Miles was I think a teenager on this one, possibly 2 as well. I don't know what comic book that's from, but you know, he's pretty super dope. So I give his figure an actual I give him a 9.2 out of 10. What they could have done different, you know, better articulation when it comes to the legs so he can pose or whatever. You know, put him on your shelf for the shelf warmer and everything. So, and if y'all want to see what he looks like in the face, this is a badass. I should be cussing bad figure right here. So let's move on to the next figure. All right, so I was a little disappointed with this figure right here. As you know, I told you I got two of each figure. So let's go ahead and talk about the unmasked version. It looks a little faded, look a little dusty, his face, and he can look up and everything, cool. The shoulders, I don't know what they were thinking about with the shoulders. These shoulders look very robotic. They look like he got some overgrown tentacle arms or something like that. I mean, I get it, he's Spider-Man, but that ain't what was in the comic book, in the movies, in the cartoon back in the day. And got these butterfly joint arms. So the back and forth, you know, the body, the nice old little ab crunch right here. Okay, cool. And articulation of the waist. So you can move the waist back and forth, wiggle it back and forth. The head scope is swappable, and So as you can see, this time they got the peg underneath the head, so it's going to be hard for you to even put it on a regular Marvel Legend. So just want to show that real quick. Man, it's kind of loose now. Hold on real quick, folks. Make sure his head's pressed all the way down. So it's kind of hard for him to stand up, so you might have to get like one of them little peg warmer, whatever, DC Comics ones. I don't think Marvel Legends got them, or G.I. Joe got them, Hasbro got them for their, well, this is Hasbro, duh. But they got from the G.I. Joes and stuff and DC comic figures. McFarlane. Let's see. So as you can see, his leg does go back a little bit, and his foot doesn't move too much, so you got to be careful with that. I had a bad experience with a figure a while back on one of my old videos and it broke off, so that was a scary situation. As you can see, he comes with 2 sets of hands. The fisted one on this one, then there's the spider web slinger hand on that one. As you can see, that's the same one, but it's the opposite hands, as you can see. So, like I said, he comes with these hands, and then he comes with this face mask. I'm thinking about putting that face mask. I do got the Target exclusive Miles Morales, so I'm going to show that real quick, compare and contrast him with that. Same body, no difference. The head scope does look up. This figure, I could have taken him and leave him. You know, it wasn't really that serious to me. So, I give this figure a 8 out of a 10, and I'm gonna compare him to the other one from the first series. I like this one a whole lot. This one was a lot better than these two. As you can see, he's much taller. His body has better posture of the arms, and I felt like this new one was too short. And I did like the Spider-Man outfit, by the way. So that's my favorite one right here. As you can see, the difference in the face scope. Yeah, totally different. It's like it could be his little brother, you know, with a different type of haircut. So, real quick, let me compare Miles. I'm going to put this one down real quick. I'm going to compare him to... He's the one supposed to be the middle, because he's the center of attention, so why am I alienating him? He's not really my favorite figure at all. My favorite Miles Morales figure is not that, well, that one's pretty cool. This one's my favorite figure. Oh man, why did you fall, Miles in the real world? I'm gonna scoot this over a little bit so I can have room for my screen, because it seems like it's not getting me nowhere. But honestly, this is my favorite Miles Morales right here. And that figure online costs a pretty little whopping penny, if you think about it. Man, why do you keep falling? Let me just put them next to each other. Hold on, man. This one don't really like standing either, but he's my favorite figure out of everybody. I just want everybody to get a good view. I can't stand and deliver, people. I can't stand and deliver. maybe if I move his arms down. Gosh. I just want to have a good screen view of everybody together. Man, I can't do this, y'all. I can't do it. I'm trying. These choir boys don't want to stand. Come on, Miles. All right. I'm gonna quit playing. I'm gonna try. Yeah, his one right here has a hard time standing. That Target exclusive one. He's gonna fall in a minute. I already know he is, but that's cool. I tried. So as you can see, all of them side by side with each other. The Target exclusive in the middle is my favorite one, and I want to try to get this peg warmer, this little peg out of the head, and put that on him. I might got one in my bags somewhere, because I got a whole bunch of head scopes for figures. I was thinking about selling online, you know, I don't need them no more. So I give this figure an 8 out of 10. Like I said, let's move on. All right, so I'm disappointed in this figure, folks. I don't know what Hasbro was thinking about when they basically created this figure. The face sculpt, the pink one, like, it reminds me of that pink toy that used to scare me when I was a child, when my mom used to have it in her pocket when I was bad. I used to be scared of it real big time. So as you can see, the face sculpts are the same, but I think they would do a sloppy job on his head sculpt, like the color, the one that's supposed to be his real complexion. And then this right here, I don't know what they was thinking. I like the body mold and everything, but the coloring was terrible. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. So I think that Hasbro did not take their time with this figure at all. And everybody anticipated for a regular Spider-Punk figure from, you know, the first wave of figures. I'm trying to stand him up as best way as possible. Come on, buddy. Oh, he ain't trying to stand. And, like, so let's get into articulation real quick. Head does move up. Yeah, left, right. I don't like that color on him. It looks like Spider-Punk, but I looked at somebody's video and they had an actual custom face sculpt of him. I might need to reach out to the person. He actually got that head sculpt from, because this one's terrible. So as you can see, the arms. He does come with 2 sets of hands. Extra pair of hands. I lost one. I don't know what I did. I think I dropped on the floor. Maybe it's just one hand. But as you can see, the difference a little bit on the right hands right here, as you can see. And he comes with a guitar. The guitar is pretty dope. You can take off his head and snap it around his neck. But let's talk about that real quick. So, you know, he could pop that left and right, left and right. Got the suspenders. Kind of got him like a rock star, you know. Kind of very flexible. His legs do kind of go back and forth. I don't really think that any of them, yeah, the mouse legs, mouse legs did it too. I didn't never show that, but all their legs has a little swivel to it, so I should have showed that on the other figures. As you can see, you got these big old pink boots. The boots are articulated left and right. It's kind of hard because you got to probably put some heat on this boot so he can stand up pretty good. But the jacket, I do like the jacket that he got on. His accessories and everything, as you see on the back of it. Spider-Man something. I guess that's a symbol or something like that to a degree. I don't know. And overall, this figure gets 8 out of 10 for me. Well, actually, I give it 7 out of 10 because this looks ridiculous. It looks ridiculous. But let's compare him to the first Spider-Punk that's in color. And real quick, if I can just stand this guy up. I just want to stand him up. Come on, man. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this Spider-Punk right here. So let me show the first Spider-Punk figure. Now, I like that. I like that totally. Now, if you really wanted to, let's go him back a little bit so we can have a full screen view. Because you can swap his head out if you want to, and I'm thinking about doing that. So with that, if you want to take off this head right here and add that right here, you got your Spider-Punk, the regular tire, but the head sculpt is pretty ugly. I don't like it at all. So that's pretty much what he looks like with that on. And he's ready to rock. And you can put that guitar around. That guitar wasn't even that color in the actual cartoon. So let's compare and contrast him to a couple of the figures. So as you can see, this is female Cyborg. Well, you can't even barely see her. Hold on now. Now you can see her. I'm for sure she's about standing almost 8 inches tall. So she's pretty tall. He's has a hard time standing up. So thank God she's she's a big lady. And then this is the I said best to say VH1, VHS box set of Smithy with, I think it was with Peter Parker or Aunt May? I can't remember. And so he's a little bit taller than Smithy. So he stands about probably, if you would put Miles Morales next to him, because Miles Morales we know is 6 inches tall. I'm just going off my thinking a little bit. Okay, so if Miles Morales is 6 inches tall, then that means that Spider Punk will be about almost 7.5 inches tall, and then Cyborg's female Cyborg Spider lady, whatever she is, will be about, you know, I'd say approximately 8.5 inches. I could be wrong. I don't have a ruler, but you know what I mean. And who else do I want to compare him to real quick before I move on to the next? And he ready to fall, y'all, so I'm gonna remove these. So one more. I'm gonna go ahead and do one more for the road. How about it? How about it? How about it? Let's stand him next to is it not Cable? Bishop. Bishop's one of my favorite. I don't know why I forgot his name. So him and Bishop are probably like the same height. I gotta stand this Bishop up because he never did really stand too well. So him and Bishop probably neck and neck. You know, probably 7.5 inches. So and add one more for the road. And this is Roadblock from G.I. Joe. This Roadblock, I always had a hard time standing him up. I don't know why, but you know they're about the same height as most at most. Okay, so we're done with that. So now we got Spider-Gwen, Gwen Stacy. I think this is I think they call her Stacy in this movie. I'm a little disappointed in this figure, to be honest with you. But the only good thing about this figure is that she does come with, I think her name is Lila, that little bitty girl. I think it's Lila. If it is, if it ain't, it's been so long since I've seen the movie. They didn't have the name on the box at all, so cool. So let's talk about her real quick. I think they went off of a scene where she was posing, I guess, going through some portal or energy or something like that, so it made her hair different colors. But this is a disappointment right here. The face sculpt is not horrible, but I want the other Spider, Gwen, from the first wave of figures, the first movie. So she could look up, but she can't look up, so her hair mode stops her from looking up, but she can look down, but not up. And that's what she looks like up close and personal. She got the hood on the back of her, as you can see. I got two of them, so the other one got the head scope on. As you can see, she got the nice little ab crunch. Her arms are very, let's see, kind of double jointed. They move around, swivel around. She do come with another set of hands, but I'll show that on the other one. And every figure I never did show would have the little swivel. Should be fair about that. This figure, I don't like this purple crap. I don't like that at all. So the shoes are turquoise. My favorite color is turquoise. They go up and down. She can move them legs back. Knees back. Nice little thigh cut right there. The figure could have been a little better. And I'm gonna show the other figure real quick. Let me show Lila real quick. So I think her name was Lila. Can't remember what her name was, but this is a cool little figure right here. She's not articulate or anything like that. If I'm mistaken, I think that was like her alter ego, her best friend or imaginary friend. I don't know. I can't remember that game, but As you can see, she got the hood up mask on right here. Same body, it's the same figure, just swap the heads out. And what I was used to, honestly, was this Spider-Gwen right here. I love her. This one right here was super dope right here. Like, this looks just like her. So when they changed out the color, I thought that was horrible. Like, why would y'all change out the color for? What's wrong with y'all people? I do believe these Across the Spider-Verse figures are going to be a lot of money on the internet. Probably right now as we speak. I don't want her tip of her head showing. So I got a couple other Gwen Stacy figures to show. And let's take her out of the equation real quick. And I'll compare her to a couple other females. This is the classic Marvel Legends Spider-Man Gwen Stacy right here. They got the Mary Jane Watson head scope. As you can see, they're about the same height. She has a hard time standing, so I'm holding on to her for dear life. And this is the Gwen Stacy I remember. I'm not from the 60s or anything like that, but I do remember the comic book. And she did, you know, this one passed away in one of the comic books. So... And then we have this one from the actual first movie. She was pretty cool, but the head sculpt didn't make any sense at all. So I do like that pretty much. I like this body built better than that. So this is the one I would actually choose. I like the ballerina shoes on her. And I'm going to compare her to another female Marvel character, a very well-known character. This is the beautiful Mary Jane Watson. They're probably about... Mary Jane Watson had a hard time standing too. They're probably about the same height. So that's how I remember Mary Jane. Mary Jane. And then... we got Aunt May over here, the VHS version of Aunt May. Aunt May really can't stand, but you better give your elders your respect. So Aunt May's a little shorter than everybody, but she can't stand up at all. I love Aunt May. So Aunt May probably, she stands probably about 5.5 inches. The other one's 6 inches, because she's a little shorter. So. Just showing everybody. And one more character we're gonna show her with. And this is the VHS box Storm figure. Now that's how I remember Storm on a 90s cartoon. So Storm's a little bit taller than them. As you can see, ooh, gotta fix my camera. Fix it, fix it, fix it. Bam, right there is a good shot. I mean, a good screen test. So, I give this figure a 7 out of 10. It's not my favorite. So, you know, it is what it is. Alright, folks, so we got Spider-Man 2099 right here. I like the first one better, but what I do like is that he came with his little zapper gadget where he can just teleport and everything. You know, he was the one that was the leader of all the Spider-Mans and was going to hurt Miles Morales and Gwen and a couple other people. I can't remember the cartoon. So we'll talk about him right here. He comes with 2 sets of hands, so I got both hands on each figure so you can see them. And nice little ab crunch. He does look up. He don't look down because of his chin. And nice little double jointed elbows right here. Almost kind of the same size as a wrestler, you know. And waist does move left to right. Nice little swivel to the leg. Cool. And not too much going on with this figure. I wasn't too fond of it. I hit my ring light again. I wasn't too fond of it at all. I didn't like it. So with that being said, let's look at the human face scope. I wasn't pleased with that face mode. It's a little smeary, a little dirty. I believe they do sloppy jobs on this stuff. Just represented out there. Like the hair mode. He don't look up at all. He can look down just a little bit, but that chin's in the way. So as you can see, side by side, uh, they knew what they was doing. So let's compare him real quick to the first wave of 2099 figure. This figure actually was pretty cool. He comes with the cape and everything. And I love the color's a little brighter. So as you can see, it's like a lighter blue. This one's a darker blue. So if he had that little arm thing on his first figure, I would swap the heads out. But I do like it that this first figure had the cape along with it. But they didn't really care about that too much. So it's really the same kind of body mode, just they try to make it a little different. And let's compare and contrast him to a few other figures. And so we got him standing next to, who do I want? This He-Man figure right here. Let's go above a little bit, be fair. Okay. And my favorite X-Men character, Mr. Remy. Remy, I can't really think of his last name. Remy Shad? I don't know. But Gambit. So him and Gambit are probably the same height, and I think He-Man may be an inch taller than him, and He-Man had a hard time standing too, to be honest with you. But so yeah, I don't know. I just wasn't pleased with the figure. This figure didn't do nothing for me, gang. It just didn't do nothing for me. But I think his head sculpt will make like a great customization of an evil villain that you fight at the end of a video game. I don't know. So and then we're gonna let me move these two right here, these two bad boys. I hit my ring light one more time. Okay, hold on. Got the Duke. Him next to Duke. Duke's a little shorter than him. And then we have the actual, I think this was the VH1 Nightcrawler, maybe, somehow. But he's a lot taller than both of them. So, overall, I'll give him, his figure would have been great if they would have just basically made his face mode a little better. And gave him the cape back on his back. And just really, use the same color scheme. So I'll give him an 8.5 out of 10. So, it is what it is. Alright, folks, as you can see, I didn't buy another one of these. I thought I did, but he's my first figure. Well, I only got one, so let's put it that way. So he does come with an extra head sculpt, his mask, and I might use that, and then these hands right here. So I'm definitely going to use the web slinging hands. As you can see, it's the Peter Parker. They reused this head sculpt from the first, the regular Marvel Legends one. And as you see, the hair color is a little different. Look up, he can look up, he can look down. Nice little butterfly joints. I do like this Spider-Man color scheme they got right here. They stay traditional to, the Spider-Man. Nice little thigh boot cut. Nice little back and forth. Pop it back and forth. Little ab crunch. Not really ab crunch for real, but yeah, it is an ab crunch. And nice little swivel thigh right here. And just move that back a little bit. I like this, that they actually got a nice little boot swivel right here, as you can see. That's pretty cool. And look at that. Oh my God, that's amazing. The articulation's pretty dope on this. I just wish he could do the splits because Spider-Man, you know, you can do his poses or whatever. But unfortunately, they don't have that. So let's swap this head out. And the hands. Okay, come on. Man. When I tell you, got it on. And let's go ahead and take these hands out right here. Cool. I actually want that Peter Parker, the $150 figure with him and his baby in the bathrobe. But I don't want to pay $150 for that. Like, I don't want to go for broke on nothing like that. I'm not saying I would go broke, but you know, that's the saying. So, move this head sculpt right here. So, you know, there's nothing really amazing about this figure at all. But I will compare him to the actual very first Spider-Man wave set. I don't know what they was thinking, but I guess that was in the movie when he was discovering himself. So, really, for this right here, I can actually use that head sculpt for this Peter Parker right here, head sculpt, unmasked head sculpt. So it doesn't hurt or nothing like that. You know, he was half dressed. I get it. So I will give that figure. Man, why did you fall? You got kids to feed, man. You better pose. His feet had a whole like. I don't know. He just didn't stand up right. That was the sore loser part about it. Let me make some room for his. Let me squat these arms down. Jeez Louise. Okay. Yeah, this one right here had a hard time standing up, but I don't know what I do with my little DC comics. I gotta prepare myself when I do this video to have stands. You know, I don't stand by. I don't think none of these Peter Parkers actually stand, the ones with this head scope. Okay, cool. Standing. So I do have another Peter Parker. I have the VH1 box Peter Parker to show. And the actual Peter Parker with the same head scope. So I like that head scope better, this one right here. I don't know, there's something about that was pretty cool. Like this one, he definitely had a hard time standing. So, if they have a hard time standing, I'm going to do it like this. So this is the VH1 box right here. Peter Parker, where he was facing, I think, Smithy. He only comes with like a... That's the Peter Parker I remember from the 90s, that cartoon on Saturday morning, eating Honey Nut Cheerios, and not Honey Nut Cheerios, but the Star Crunch. Not Captain Crunch. Mama didn't buy that growing up, unfortunately. So, I think that's pretty cool right here. All the Peter Parkers are together, and you see these two head sculpts are the same. I like that one better, that blonde. I don't know. He was dyeing his hair, I don't know. So let's take this one back, and I want to compare him to... let's see what he looked like next to Mary Jane Watson. You like him, Tiger? She had a hard time standing too, for real. Let's move a little closer up. I think it's pretty dope right there. And so basically, I give this Spider-Man, like I said, an 8.5 out of 10. And it is what it is. It is what it is. Folks, so we got, what is this guy's name? Pavatir Prabhakar. I probably slaughtered this man's name, but he's my number one figure that I anticipated for that I wanted. That I wanted him, and I wanted that Miles G. Morales figure. The other ones I could do without. So let's get down to nitty gritty with this guy. So as you can see, he comes with two extra pair of hands. I'll show that. These are different hands. The face scope is amazing. It looks just like him. He doesn't really get to look up, which is pretty disappointing, but cool. He can't look down too much. The hair mode is pretty cool. He almost reminds me of Kamala, the Miss Marvel character that was in the movie. I don't know if it was Doctor Strange. I can't remember, but anyways, we'll keep going. He don't really have too much of an ab crunch, but he can move back and forth. His waist can back, forth and forth, and then he got this little belt or whatever it is around him. I can't think of what it's called. And double jointed elbows. Everything is pinless. And then he got that little gadget that he can zap as well too. So I think he's from another dimension. I can't remember if he was when I watched the Across the Spideyverse movie, if he was on Miles' side. I have to watch it for old time's sakes to remember. So I do like his outfit. The articulation's pretty dope. Um, Definitely. He don't have a thigh swivel, which I get it. It is what it is. His feet are very up and down like, but you got to be careful because they can get stuck a little bit. You might have to add a little heat, put a blow dryer or something on it. I don't know, but he does have this little print thing on his hand. He comes with this little thing, a web slinger thing right here. So I guess he's supposed to hold on to it. That's how he slings his web, everywhere. And same thing with his face. He got a head swap scope, second head scope, the masked one, and then he got the unmasked one. So same pretty thing. It's amazing because they let his hair stick out of his mask, even in the movie. So that was pretty dope. As you can see, the other set of hands he got right here besides these two. I like this figure a whole lot. I'll give him actually a 9 out of a 10. I want him to have a thigh swivel, and I would love for his feet to like move around, but I guess because he didn't have on shoes or something like that to that degree. Man, if he falls one more time, I can't find any of my little stands. I try to put him on a DC Comics stand, but I think it's too the little pecker thing is too big for that hole under his foot. So we'll do to the best ability. I'm gonna compare and contrast him to a few figures that are probably his height. Marvel Legend to be exact. Man, come on. So him, I'll just leave him out from dusk to dawn. So this is actually the Peter Parker movie, Spider-Man, Tom Holland, and then this is the Kamala, Miss Marvel version. Oh, in the Marvels, I remember them. That's where Miss Marvel came from. This version of her. So as you can see, he's probably the same height as this Spider-Man Peter Parker right here, and I think Kamala's a little taller than both of them. Man, okay, enough of that. Man, I hit my camera, gang. I hit my camera. I got all foolish. All right, so let me get a few more figures to kind of compare and contrast. So this is America. I think what's her name? Chavez. She was in the Doctor Strange movie. This is the movie-based character. But then this is the comic book character of. I think this is a Marvel Legends. Yeah, it is a Marvel Legends figure of Kamala. Well, she act like she don't want to stand up. Okay, come on, girl. Stand up. Stand up! When I move, you move. Well, better yet, let's do it like this. I'm not going to struggle, waste time. So they're probably about the same height. Um, he's probably about, I'll give him about 5.5 inches tall. So I'll just get him next to them. So a few more one more figure for the road, and that is. I didn't show this actual Gwen Stacy Marvel Legend figure. This is the old school one, and she falls apart. I talked about her on like an older video from 2 years ago, 2 or 3. I can't remember how long I've been on YouTube, but about the same height. About the same height. So, as you can see, every last one of these figures, I'm gonna put them all together side by side with each other. I might need to prop them against the wall. Because this is a lot of figures. Oops. All right. Where's my other figures at? Where did I put them at? Where did you put them at? I'm gonna try to put everybody together how everybody was. And real quick. We're gonna put him right here in the middle. So he may be a little bit, no, he may be like a little bit taller than Spider-Man. So he might be like 6.5. He might be like 6.5 inches. Well, 6 inches. Let's say 6 inches. Get over with. Where's everybody at? So I got him. So it's 2 more figures that I'm missing. 2 more figures that I'm actually. Oh, Spider-Punk. We put him in the back because he's pretty tall. Man, if you don't stand up, you don't fall. Well, if he falls, gang. God, I'm not good with this no more. I'm getting too old for this. Everybody's falling. They can't get up, man. Okay. Let's do it like this. I should have did this in the first place. How about that? Because some of them don't want to stand up. And I'm trying my best to stand them all up. Yeah, we'll do it like that. It ain't gonna hurt. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Everybody like they man and lady. You know what? I wasted so much time on this. I get it. Well, I'm trying to put everybody in the same screen. And there's one more person I'm missing. I can't really remember who I'm missing. Oh, duh. Missing old boy. Because there's 7 of them. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. And there's one more person that I'm missing. And I can't think who I'm missing, gang. Who am I missing? Oh, Miles G. Morales. I get it. That's who I was missing. I don't want to make her feel out of place because she's the lady. She's a lady. Okay, gang. So, like I said, this wave set 2 is not really. I just want the 2 figures, these 2 on the end. The rest of them I could have just did without. I would say get them, add them to your collection. Though it's not bad to get them. That's just my opinion. And I was actually happy to get all of them. So, like I said, when I get a bigger toy room, when I move one day, I'm gonna definitely display them somewhere. So, all right, everybody, that is the Marvel Legends Cross the Spideyverse Wave 2 figures, and I I say buy them. They are $24.99 at the store. I will wait till they go to Ross though, or Ollie's or something like that. I doubt that Ollie's get them. I know Ross usually gets stuff like that, but I would like to thank all my friends for subscribing to my YouTube channel, The Boy with the Pampers and the Toys. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Boy with the Pampers and the Toys. Please all make sure you like, share, subscribe to your family, your friends, and all of your enemies. Also follow me on Instagram at The Boy with the Pampers, is on the screen, and I'm gonna upload this content right after the video. So everybody have a good day and watch Sesame Street.